coffee pot. Can you imagine sitting out at night with a good fire going, got your coffee pot on there, eating a hot dog, homemade, grilled on the open fire, and sipping on a cup of coffee, and doing this every few minutes for gnats and mosquitoes? But I've got a bug, not a zapper. I got a zapper, but I've got a bug hydro fan or something that pulls them down into this bucket. I'm just looking forward to some fun time out there with a fire going. What do you think, Mama?
That'd be good.
So we're going to see. And I was thinking the other day, y'all think about this one. You got that big thing. I could swing that around there. Build me a fire. Swing that thing around there and get the biggest iron skillet I got. And I could do bacon and sausage and some eggs and have my coffee on top of there. Be out there at 6 o'clock in the morning, waking the whole neighborhood up with the smell of bacon. It'd be just like camping. I get up, and when we used to camp every weekend of our lives, I'd be up at 4 o'clock or 4:30, stoking the fire, making coffee. The whole campground would be asleep but me. And I'd be up there, and somebody would come out, and you'd hear that camper door, about 5:30 or 6, somebody early riser, and they'd say, "Boy, you done got the place smelled up good." And I'd say, "You want some coffee?" They may come over and get a cup, or they may say, "No, I'm fixing to do mine right now." But they had smelled my coffee, and it woke them up. And I love that about a campground. And so I could do that right here in the front yard without even having to pull that camper and do that setup and do the disassembly. Usually on Sunday between church, that was what we'd do. Who is rough? Because we'd get up and go to church. Then we go back and disassemble what we want.
Oh, yeah.
You want some more?
No, I've eaten a lot.
Are you filled?
Just about.
Let me see your eyes. See if you're full.
I ate leftover lettuce.
She had to do that, folks. You remember? Did you have to, Mama?
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
Yeah.
Do you have bacon and lettuce and onions and some fried taters and baked beans?
Didn't have much bacon, but it was good what I did.
Did you have baked beans?
Mm-hmm. I had to work.
I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all for sure. We had ribeye steaks for Mother's Day, and they were delicious. And we had baked potatoes and all that. But last night's supper is the best thing I have eaten, and I cannot tell you how long. And it was just little pieces of bacon and fried taters and baked beans, and that was the best little supper, wasn't it, Mama? Mm-hmm. You know how sometimes stuff just hits you just right? That's what it was last night. It was the onions out of the garden, and that greens, and that wilted lettuce, and that bacon, and the baked beans, and the fried taters, all that together. It was delicious. If you ask me right now, what's your favorite meal? I'd say last night's supper. So, it was good. But then tonight's was good too. But last night, it had to be good to eat it for lunch. She don't even eat the leftover ribeye for lunch. Or pork chops or meatloaf no. But if she ate it for lunch, mark that down as a good. Mama, say something nice to everybody.
Say something nice.
I got her tickled. You didn't get choked, did you, Mama?
No. Just my throat don't want to cooperate.
You know what I think it is?
Allergic to eating.
I think it's your allergies. And where you had that procedure last week, it's still a little irritated.
Yeah.
And your allergies are just making it really come on strong.
Might be doing it.
She had that upper GI, and they stretched her esophagus.
Mm-hmm.
I asked that doctor, I said, "This ain't going to make her be able to yell louder, is it?"
You told him not to stretch my mouth.
I said, "Is she going to be able to yell at me louder?" He acted like he almost was going to smile, but he just kind of looked at me and he said, "It shouldn't affect anything like that." Some people just don't joke. Do they, Mama?
No.
I'm going to take you back to him. Say, you've got a squeaky toy stuck in here or something. Mama ain't hurting or nothing. There's been no blood or anything, so there's no problem in there. It just, I do believe it was still a little new in the allergies, where she's got the allergies, and any bit of drainage or anything that happens makes it a little worse, don't it?
Irritates it more.
But now I had the same thing, and I've not had that. So 2 or 3 days ago, it was just catching me like whatever the allergen was that was bothering me was doing me very similar.
I didn't go out till later this evening. And I went out and done that and then took my shower.
You didn't have any of this morning?
No.
You didn't have any of it today when I talked to you? It was just since you've been out?
No.
That's the way it goes, Mama. Folks, we're going to say goodbye. Thank you for putting up with us. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you ever so much. Like us, follow us, and share us. Y'all do that so well. And I can tell when you have, because our page grows. And we appreciate you for that. We really do. And we'll be back tomorrow, Lord willing, with something else good to eat. Mama might fix. I don't know. Mama,
I don't know either.
that'll give you something to think on for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Mama, you got anything you want to add?
No, just have a blessed good night and day tomorrow. Day tomorrow.
Y'all have a great one, folks. We'll see you tomorrow, Lord willing.
Good night, Mama. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.